According to The Athletic, the Mavericks are expected to offer a 5-year, $158 million contract to Porzingis. Dallas is hoping the dynamic duo of Kristaps and Luka will be their recipe for success. Who wants to start on this one?
I got you.
All right.
What's up?
Stephen A., you think the Knicks are going to regret trading Porzingis?
No, I do not. I do not. See, here's the reality of the situation.
Can't help himself.
No, because, but Max, I totally understand where Max is coming from, and I'll leave that to him. But I totally get it. Here's my point, and this is what I tried to, and I've crystallized this for Max on several occasions.
Mm-hmm.
The New York Knicks, of course, are to blame for ultimately the circumstances and the environment that surrounded Porzingis. But in the end, he walked into the office, according to what I was told, and basically said to them, look, I want out. If you don't get me out, I'm going to sign this qualifying offer. I'll be here with you for the next year. Remember, I'm injured, so you don't know when I'm coming back. And oh, by the way, everyone will know I want to leave. The New York Knicks knew that their whole hopes and dreams were on free agency, particularly this summer, before KD goes down. So what do? You move him, along with Tim Hardaway Jr.'s contract, along with Courtney Lee's contract, along with Trey Burke, to the Mavs, okay? You do all of that, all right? And you clear in excess of $40 million in cap space. So what you've basically said is that if we can't get a star, we will build around the draft and what have you. We'll have this cap space. We won't be cap strapped, and we won't have somebody here who's determined not to be here, who's injured, who can basically come back at his choosing. And oh, by the way, while he's out, he's going to be a walking billboard to everybody else in the NBA and the basketball world, figuratively speaking, holding up a sign saying, I don't want to be here, and oh, by the way, y'all shouldn't want to come here either. If you're the New York Knicks, you need to make that move. And that's why I don't believe they will regret it, because they had no choice but to do it.
Excuse me. Got to clear my throat for this
hey, how about it?
Let me
What does Max say when you call for something? Health.
Health, yeah.
Yes.
So Steve Mills was the GM when Tim Hardaway Jr. was signed to that big contract.
Correct.
Steve Mills was the GM when Kristaps Porzingis demanded the trade, and there was overlap.
Yes.
Like, see,
He's the president of basketball operations. Yes.
President.
Right.
He presided over this mess.
Yes.
Dolan Hire, of course, he owns the team.
Okay.
It can't always be on the Knicks that, well, that was the last regime's fault. And in this case, there's holdover from the regime that messed this up in Steve Mills. But Dolan is the constant. So you can absolutely blame the Knicks. The question here is what, Molly? We're asking about Kristaps Porzingis, right?
Let me ask you the exact question. I'll have it right here for you. Will the Knicks regret trading Kristaps Porzingis?
The answer is yes. The only way they don't is if Porzingis' injuries mount to the point where he never fulfills his potential. A healthy Kristaps Porzingis, it is insane that you have a generational talent in Porzingis. I believe Porzingis has the potential to be the best player in the world one day. People forget.
I agree with that.
He's 22. He's 22 years old. He's 7'3", has a pure shot, doesn't even know what he's doing on offense yet, averaged 23 points a game on 40% from three. 2.5 blocks a game. You know where he's already one of the best I've ever seen? One of the best I've ever seen? Defense. As soon as he steps on and he's not even a full product there, a finished product there either. As soon as he steps on the court, the other team's whole offense changes. He's 7'3", and he cares about defense, and he can move his feet. He can defend in space. He can defend the rim. He can beat you off the dribble on offense. Get around guys. He is a total unicorn. And you trade him while still on his rookie deal to get out of a cap problem because of Tim Hardaway Jr. that you created for yourself?
They didn't trade him to get out of a cap problem.
I'm saying the fact that they had an environment that he wanted to leave is on them. I never heard of the Dallas Mavericks saying, yeah, we traded Dirk Nowitzki on his rookie deal because we wanted to create cap space for free agents. We traded Tim Duncan, Hakeem Olajuwon on their rookie deals to create cap space for free agents. How come the Sixers haven't traded Embiid on his rookie deal to create cap space for free agents? It's absurd. So
finish your thought.
A guy like Kristaps Porzingis is a magnet for free agents because he's relatively inexpensive. Even on the max rookie contract extension, he's relatively inexpensive. You still have space to get max contract players. Now, are they going to get KD and Kyrie? Because that was the point here. We're clearing cap space for these dudes.
Everything's going wrong.
When they don't get KD, and now you just traded him for cap relief on the Hardaway contract that you signed? Because you created a climate he wanted out of? Of course they're going to regret that deal.
Once they did create the climate, right, which I get you're saying that's on the Knicks, but they did create the climate, and he says, to Stephen A's point, I want to leave. What are they supposed to do? Then it's the right decision.
You have to concede that.
What are you going to do?
But that's all we're saying. Okay. But that's all we're saying. Nobody. See, we're
taking blame for the first part.
You're talking like somebody disagrees with you. I mean, why don't you just say the sky is blue and the color of milk is white and get it over with? I mean, we all know that the New York Knicks, the environment. I mean, Max, there's nobody with sense that would dispute what you're saying. What I've been repeatedly saying to you is, at that moment last February.
I retract my of course.
I
retract my of course. I say no, you don't trade him. And I'll tell you why right now.
Sure, go ahead.
You and I are co-owners of the Knicks.
Okay.
GM comes to us and says, Porzingis is demanding a trade. Mm-hmm. What do? We sit down and go, we're making this right with Porzingis. He ain't getting out of here. When Dr. Jerry Buss was told by Kobe Bryant, trade me, Buss took him aside and said, Kobe,
no,
you're a 5-carat diamond.
You can't get away with that.
I'm not trading you for 5 1-carat diamonds.
That's funny. You're not getting away with that, especially since you did afternoon drive in LA. You know better. You know I'm not going to let that slide. Kobe was perfectly happy in LA until he wasn't because of the situation. The fact of the matter is Porzingis has never been happy because the Knicks have never been the Lakers. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.